Hello and welcome back to ThoughtBot's AI in Focus. I'm once again joined this week by Moses Amama. Moses, thanks for joining me.
Amazing. Awesome to be here.
So last week we started on the journey of actually building out a brand new product from scratch. And that is a podcast and show directory. And we started completely from scratch. We created a new Rails app from scratch. We generated a Claude MD file from scratch, and then we started to put together the screens. It was pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah.
So we're gonna just give an overview of where we're at now. I'll switch over to the screen. Here's Safari with our show. We created a show model. Right now it has a title attribute and a lot of stuff is placeholders. And then we're going to continue on that today in terms of building out the UI and the design. And we're going to really show how to use these tools and techniques to rapidly build out a product while still making the design original and designed by a designer like Moses.
Yep.
And then we're going to continue working on this app through the rest of the year, at least in the weekly episodes. So after today, we'll have a lot of the UI prototyped out. And then next week, we'll be back and I'm going to do the Rails implementation side of a lot of this functionality. So, but we have the scaffolding in place now. Like we have these shows, that's an actual Rails model. We have a shows controller. Clicking on the show goes to, this is the show page. But right now that's just showing the title. We are using Zed, fairly newish text code editor. And then it has an AI agent built in, but Zed supports multiple agents. We're currently using Claude Code for that, but we could also try switching out throughout. Okay, Moses, what do we want to do?
Yeah, I think a great place to pick it up today would be the shows page. So when you click on it now, we only have just like this white screen. It would be great. Again, the purpose of the product, our podcast directory, is to be able to give audience a place to see like podcasts,
Right.
generally see the details of the podcast, and be able to follow a link to either watch a video episode or an audio episode.
Right.
Um, Amazingly, Giant Robots Smashing into Other Giant Robots is both a video and an audio podcast. So
Right.
we should be able to link it or have the scaffolding that links it to a video and an audio, the video to audio episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So the show's page should have an image. It should also have like a description of the show. Putting on like my product thinking hat now, coming in as a user, I want to be able to see the description. I want to be able to see an image. I want to be able to see the creators of this pod,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe be able to see like filters to be able to tell quickly what this pod is about and what and other related stuffs to be able to link to and discover more stuffs from this creator. So um, to begin, and we can just go right in, basically. So to begin, I'm gonna add a banner. Add a banner for the show or for a show. Add a banner for a show. Continue using the placeholder image. It should be able to know where we're getting the placeholder image from
Mm-hmm.
now. Yeah. For every pod, I want the banner to be able to have a gradient. So give it a gradient overlay that flows from left to right. Now, the important thing about adding a gradient for images like this is you can then overlay text on it
Okay.
if you want to, and it's still going to be accessible. Uh,
In theory.
Basically, yeah, in theory. Okay, so we already have the name of the show above.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of bringing the name of the show on the banner itself.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, bring the name of the show on the banner and add a description below the banner. Okay.
So
Yeah.
this
Let's see
is.
what this looks like.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. And then I was gonna, while that runs, I was gonna just. Yeah. Go ahead. For the index page, if we did create this featured show, which is the first show right now, it's hard coded, and we're using this large banner, and we have a gradient that goes from top to bottom with overlay text. So that's what we did last week. So it's doing similar. We actually didn't tell it not to create the Rails app, and last week we did a similar thing, and we're going to continue doing that this week. Which is, and this is just a general tip in general, is we want to sort of keep bounds on what we're doing, and we don't want to be generating too much all at once. And so generating both the HTML and CSS and the Rails side of the changes, then we need to be like reviewing and keeping track of both of those things. It will also slow us down for the show.
Yeah.
So we're gonna tell the model, don't worry about making implementation right now. So we reject this change, and then don't worry about doing Rails / active record, etc. implementation. We can just use placeholder, copy, and images for now.
Awesome. Okay.
Do we want to switch to always allow mode, or do we?
I think for the UI, we should be able to switch to always allow, move faster. And since we're not building the race app, I think it's not going to be posing a lot of risks for us now.
Okay, so let's click always allow.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's
Okay.
using. So last time we installed Thoughtbot's new lightweight CSS library called Rue, which includes a bunch of spacing variables and other variables. And it looks like it's already picked up on the fact that we have that in there and is doing it and using it.
Yep.
So we can hit always allow to this too.
Yep. Because it's creating like the show banner CSS properly and just adding the components as we go along. Okay. All right, so let's preview what that looks like. Awesome. Awesome. But I think it would be great to have like the banner sort of like have the banner like 100% full width. And I'm rethinking my decision to have like the name on the card and the description outside the card, because then the name and the description then looks a bit disjointed. So let me have it the banner image should be should have 100% width, and the name of the show should be outside.
I don't want to interrupt you, but I'm not sure I agree with the 100% because one thing we're missing is like the site title and stuff. And I wonder if we're bringing these images to 100% width and right up to the top of the page once we introduce like a site title, is that going to look weird to have a full width?
It won't look weird, majorly because the header would potentially have like a different background, and the image, when we add an image to this placeholder, it would sort of like break the flow,
okay,
and balance it up. But
okay,
also,
you sold
yeah.
me.
All right, so the name of the show outside of the banner, just above the description. All right. Now I want to introduce tags. I mentioned about tags earlier, and I want to introduce tags and I'm thinking where the best position for tabs would be. Um, Let me see what it looks like just below the name, before the description. No, I'll put it after the description, just before the buttons. So add related tags to the show. I didn't read the description it had for giant robots, but I'm just going to use that. Add related tags to the show based on the description. Based on the description, below the tags, add a primary and a secondary button for watch this show or watch this episode. No, let me leave it at watch this show and listen now, or listening to this show. Let me leave it at listen for now. I have I don't want to think too much about the copy now, but let's see what this looks like. Okay, my secondary screen just went off.
Oh. Okay, I'll hit the submit button.
Okay. Okay, it's back up now.
I really like having Rue in place because it's using these variables and assuming it's not making them up, you can quickly see, oh, it's not introducing any new variables. So it must be
Yeah.
using the ones that are already in the code base, which
Yep.
is nice.
Okay. Let's see what that looks like now. It didn't give me the full width, and I'm trying to. I see. I think there is a padding currently applied to the body globally, and that's what not give me a full width for the banner image.
It also removed the gradient, which you may have wanted given that we moved the text off of it, but that's not something that you asked for, which is sort of cool that it took the leap
Yep.
that, like, oh, we no
Yep.
longer need that gradient.
Yeah. But yeah, our shows page is coming together, but we're missing the creator details now.
Well, did you want to fix the width problem or to remove the global padding?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it because I had two options generally. If we're not gonna make the width like full width, we could also make it like rounded edges, like give it a rounded edges so it balances well on the page. And I'm now thinking which I like more. And if removing the width on the image is going to sort of like cause us more problems and have us debugging. But let me see. Make the banner on the shows page full width. Ignore ignore any current padding on the page.
I'm curious to see whether this ends up removing.
It's a,
Yeah. So it's saying first, let me check if there's a wrapper or layout that might be adding padding.
yep.
The body has padding, base space, and I think we actually added that last time.
Yep. So it's giving the image now like a negative margin to the right and to the left.
Mm-hmm.
So it overflows. Let's see if that works.
That's not how I would do it, but
How would you do it, Chad?
it probably global padding at that point.
Hmm.
But it worked.
But it did.
It,
But
it
I'm
still has
thinking
padding
if
on top.
and under, yeah, okay. When you said about removing the global padding, I'm now beginning to think about the homepage. Um, I'm not sure it's full width, like the banner, the hero section. Uh, I can't really remember if we made it full width on
We
the,
can go back, but
yeah.
it is not full width. It has the padding and the
Ah,
corners are rounded.
I see, I see, I see. So the right approach would have been to remove the global padding because I mean we want it to be full width here also. Okay. Um, can we undo the last change, or can I just prompt it to undo, like correct, course correct, and remove the
Yeah, so
global
there are
padding?
two different ways of doing it. Since it just changed, you can reject the edit, which is right here, or you could say you could tell it to undo that and try something different.
Okay. All right. Undo um, the last change. Sorry, my um, keyboard is lagging a little bit. So undo the last change on the show's banner and remove the global pattern. Remove the global pattern and make the hero image on the home page and the banner on the shows page have a 100% width. Maintain um, maintain maintain the left and right pattern on the sections below and after the images. Yeah, this prompt makes me feel like I'm putting a lot of trust on Cloud. Okay,
So
let's come
it's
back to the button.
removing, it's putting padding 0 on the body.
Okay.
So if finished, if we go here, I'm noticing the image still has rounded corners.
Yeah,
And then this is
but
correct. The padding on the top is missing now, which is good.
yep. Yeah, so we will correct the rounded corners on the hero image. Remove the rounded corners on the hero image. And just because I'm conscious of time, I want to pair this prompt to still move us forward
Mm-hmm.
the next time we prompt it, basically. So on the shows page, add a creator, add creator's name, add a creator name for the show. This should this should be
Well, let actually
just
before. So ultimately,
mm,
where do you think like do we want the creator to have like I assume creators will have an image or a logo or an image of themselves as well. In this case, it would be the Thoughtbot logo. Do we want to show that image here as well?
okay. If we're showing the image, because I was initially thinking about just I was thinking about putting the creator just the name, but when you suggested the image, that made a lot of sense. And in that case, what I would do is put it under the watch this show and listen button at the bottom
Mm-hmm.
of the show's page. So it's just gonna be like made by or created by. Then we put the logo.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Add a creator name for the show. Okay, hang on. Why does my monitor keep going off?
I don't know.
Okay,
So
it's
I'm
back.
putting add a creator name and image.
Hmm.
This should just be just under. What were you saying?
Now
The
it
watch
should
and listen
be,
buttons.
yeah. Probably we want to remove the just under the watch and listen, because if it's just under those buttons, it's gonna everything on the page is gonna look very
Mm-hmm.
clogged up,
Oh, so
basically.
so we'll say
Yeah,
this should be under the watch and listen buttons.
yeah. Closer to the bottom. Okay, we've prompted
Oops,
it,
sorry.
but let's see if it can intuitively get that. Let's see how much AI can design.
Okay, so it removed the border radius from the image. Now it's creating a creator block for the show.
Yep. Okay.
So I mean, it definitely and this is one thing I've noticed as well is it will definitely do take liberties without you telling it to, you know, like it put a background on this block and that kind of thing, which is
Mm.
interesting.
Yeah, but I want to remove the background.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I was just literally writing what I was saying.
You could I think you that would work.
Remove the background on the creator section. Yeah,
I
I
wonder
think
whether
with
it's
this,
going to remove the padding that's no longer necessary once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
did.
It did. Nice. Okay. So what I think, I mean, our shows page is not there, and there are a lot of things that we could keep sort of like um, improving, like very tiny things we could keep improving here. But the next thing I think would be great to do is to bring a new theme into the product.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts feeling more like a wireframe and start looking like an actual polished product now. Um, for the theme, uh, okay, all right. Let's let me try this. I'm just gonna bring in um, some few color suggestions
Mm-hmm.
and allow Cloud to dynamically like fit that into rule and update the theme on rule uh, basically. So um, update the color variable, update the color variables, um, the color options below.
Actually, before you do this, Moses, let's make a git commit.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
Add content to the show page. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. All right. So one thing that concerns me here is if Cloud would be able to know to sort of like fit the right colors to the right variables,
Mm-hmm.
especially when they are not probably named.
What are the colors that we have now?
Hmm.
Like app assets, style sheets.
Base, no, variables. Yeah. Hmm. Okay.
So we might not need it to. Well, I don't know if you want to change some of these colors, but the we might be able to tell it just to use these colors,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
unless there's some
Yeah.
specific ones you want to change.
I have sort of like brought in some colors, sort of
Mm-hmm.
like created something like a palette
Okay.
that are complementary. But what I would do is because I think I'm seeing, I want a dark background and I'm seeing
Yeah.
some dark options there. Um, Interestingly, we could just describe the colors
Mm-hmm.
and see what
Let's try
happens.
that. Let's try that
Hmm.
instead of explicitly telling it to update the variables. Let's
Okay.
describe the colors.
All right. Okay. What's happening here?
I think maybe
Okay.
I don't. I don't know. Can you stop clicking for a sec?
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Thank you. All right. So let's make the background color um, dark. I'm going to give it a bit of a clue to know which
Mm-hmm.
color to pick. Dark to give it a cinematic feel. Um, let's keep the buttons. Let's keep the light. And let's add Um, oops. Let's add an accent color that adds a bit of energy, um, that adds a bit of warmth to the user interface.
Okay, okay, so I think it'll be okay.
So,
You're just missing
yeah.
the word "add" on that last sentence.
Okay.
So, but I think it will be okay.
Okay.
Color
It's
text
it's
inverse. That's interesting.
yeah.
I think that is a thing that's in Rue. Okay.
It's interesting that when I'm sort of like typing the prompts, those are sort of like the same thoughts that would run through my mind when I'm designing on Figma.
Mm-hmm. So it just hard coded the colors there. Do you see that?
Mm, okay. We could have it stay within the color options on row.
We could also tell it to add well-named color variables.
Hmm. Okay. Or probably stay within row um, for color options. Um, and add well-named variables for colors that are not existing on row. Does it still remember what row is? I mean, we've made a lot
Yeah,
of
I think
changes.
so. At least, or either that, or it's gonna pretend that it does. So it didn't know what Rue is, and rather than pretending, it's going to awesome Rue CSS design system thoughtbot.
Nice.
That's what it's searching for.
Okay, it found it.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, if I can give a shout, Rue is such an amazing tool, and I encourage you to give it a try um, if you're wondering. Okay, it added
Okay,
some
so it's adding
colors.
an orange, it's adding an intermediate gray, and other black options.
Mm,
And it's adjusting the accent color to be that orange instead of the
mm,
purple,
okay.
and the background to be the base 500, light and dark 700,
Mm,
900.
okay.
Did it add? Yeah, it added a color background card, and
Mm,
then it used an RGB value for that, which is interesting.
yeah. but
Okay.
it's I'm saying
Should we go look at?
I'm
Oh,
saying
it's still working. Go ahead.
okay.
What were you
Yeah,
gonna say?
because I saw a background color property there that was using a variable. Okay.
Okay. Shall we go over and refresh the page and
Yeah. Okay, it's looking dark, but it was looking greenish on my secondary screen. Let's see.
oops. I was gonna go to the index page and see what that looks like now.
Okay. So the the interesting thing about this is with designs like this, it is the images that bring out like the color
Mm-hmm.
on the page. And we're currently using a placeholder image. But one thing I would want to do is, I think the black is quite sharp.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I would want it to use some form of dark blue or dark gray, just like a muted shade of gray or blue. Say, use use a dark gray color for the background. I should have told it why I am making the change.
Well, it's telling you the page now has a softer dark gray cinematic feel instead of pure black, which is easier on the
So
eyes while still maintaining the dramatic theater-like aesthetic.
let's see what that looks like now. Nah, nah. That's 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 bluish. That's the that's I mean,
it it
yeah, you're gonna say something.
I it because it's using the well, no, background base is color gray 900,
Hmm.
which according to this is this,
Ah,
but you are
oh, I
right.
see.
It does look bluish. It does look bluish.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let me. The background looks bluish. Bluish. It should be a color closer to. Um, it should be a color with a dark shade that is not, or rather, that is soft on the eye. I feel like adding a color with a very dark shade that is
Okay,
soft on
let's
the
remove
eye.
this A here.
Okay. All right. Let's see this. Let's see what it comes out with for us here.
So now this is very dark. It might even look black.
Hmm. Yeah, but it's soft.
Mhm.
It's
The nice
soft.
thing about this is it did end up changing the card background to not be just the same color. So those
Hmm.
cards are more differentiated now too.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So, but we could continue. It's just
Mm-hmm.
I'm also worried about the fact that our app may not look as polished as I was hoping it to be at the end of the session without the image, without images on it.
Well, I wonder if there's some quick way we can fix that. I don't actually know whether this is possible, but can we say generate creative placeholder images instead of using an external service? I don't know that this is possible.
Only we have a way to
I'll
find
create
out.
CSS based creative placeholder images instead of using external services.
Okay. Is Cloud
I'm
attempting to create like CSS animations?
I'm like,
It's still reading placehold.
no, it's removing that.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's true.
Hmm. We should have made a git commit before we did this.
At least it brought in some color.
Yeah.
Alternatively, I wonder if there are some like free images, maybe free stock for images or something. I doubt we'll get like show specific
Right.
banners.
Okay, I'm going to reject all those changes.
Hmm.
Uh,
It rejected everything.
huh. Whoops. We didn't commit before we did that.
Yep.
I
Okay.
just accidentally rejected all the recent changes. Let's put back what we did except for the generated placeholder images. And while that goes, maybe we can find where's a place where like
Placehold. It was placehold.co.
yeah, this
Yeah.
one just does these kinds of images.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
so
It's
it's
just for
not
this.
great.
Hmm.
What was it? Unsplash.
Yep. Okay.
I wonder if we could tell it to use Unsplash for placeholder images and see what happens.
Yep.
It's still putting back the things. And thanks to the folks that are watching live and following along. If you've got any suggestions or questions for us along the way, feel free to drop them in the chat. We're keeping an eye on that. And if you're not watching live, we generally stream live on Thursday afternoons, US Eastern time, although we're known to adjust a little bit from week to week. Like last week, I was in London. Moses is in Nigeria, where you're usually based, and so we streamed much earlier in the day. But
Yep.
okay, let's make sure.
It's back.
Okay, it's back. Good. Now let's commit that.
Hmm. No, did I just? Okay.
Okay. Let's use placeholder images from. So Alvaro asks, "Have you tried Kiro?" And
Okay.
I have not. What is that, Alvaro?
Let me
What's
check it out.
Kiro?
Dimitri is also suggesting place image.def.
Yeah. Yeah, that does those kinds of images. I like the I think Unsplash is going to get us closer to the kinds of things we'll have on the shows.
Thank you
Of
for your
course, I don't know whether
suggestion.
it's able to generate real URLs.
I see place image gives us like good gradient options, colorful options, but better than placehold, basically.
Netflix. This one's got it.
Yeah, yeah. We just need to flip the color.
Mm-hmm. Should we actually say this one's good? Use it for all the show images?
Or use similar to see if
Yeah.
it can.
Okay.
Yeah.
The current featured image show image is good. Use similar. Use similar images for all the other show images. I'll update the other show images to use similar podcast studio themed images from Unsplash. So it knew that the image was of a studio. Well, this is giving more of an idea of what it will be like, certainly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think we can the images are all very dark
Mm-hmm.
though, so it's making the entire interface look very dark also. But for now, let's make the text on the banner image of a lighter color.
Mm-hmm. It's actually,
Um,
I don't know if it's going to confuse it if you call it banner image and not like feature, because banner is what you were calling
the show
the
image,
show.
right? The featured image. Okay. Uh, of a lighter color. Um, let's see that. Once that works, I think we could bring in our header now. Yeah, we could bring in our header, and then we can then spend some time just doing a bit of like visual polish across board.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any particular features that you wanted us to like design screens for?
Well, um, I think we want to add episodes to this show, like a
Mm.
listing of the individual episodes. Do you think that there probably shouldn't be a card view? It should probably be a list of episodes, like presented in a list format, right?
Yeah. So I would think when they tap on watch show, we can take them to the platform where the show is hosted. But if they tap on any episode, say episode 2, we take them to the direct episode.
Right, right.
Okay. All right. On the shows page, add a list of episodes. I hope it doesn't go bring all the 500 plus episodes of Giant Robots. Yeah, but
We just recorded episode 600 earlier today, so
add a list of episodes under the CTA buttons.
should it be below the creator though? Because otherwise it's going to be pretty far, the creator is going to be pretty far down on the page.
Yes. However, I'm thinking about it now. As a potential listener, I
Mm-hmm.
come on the page. I've seen the name of the show. I've seen the description. I've seen the tags. If I want to just watch the show, I tap on either of those buttons there. But if I'm looking for something more specific, I would skip that. But that would be what I expect to see next. And it's easy
Yeah.
for me to tend to think like once I see the creator and the creator details, it's easy for me to think like that's it about this show
Mm-hmm.
and not go under
What if the creator was like here, like an overlay?
on the
Yeah, like
banner.
halfway.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the
Um,
designer, Moses. I'm just making suggestions. I can be the
um,
client. Make it pop.
yeah. So a way I would do this with the episode, interestingly, it just occurred to me that we probably were thinking about displaying the episode in two different ways. Now I was thinking about displaying it like um, in a row, or sort of like in columns within a row, so it does not really push the creator details
Hmm.
out of view. so to say. So the creator details is still not going to be very far down. So we could say like put 2 or 3 episodes per column. And that's if we're going with just the episode names and not adding like images to them.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I think that we probably don't want to have images on the episodes because I think
Mm-hmm.
most shows don't have custom artwork per episode. And
Yep.
so it would be a lot to have that.
Mm-hmm.
So we should probably build without it.
All right. All right. So keep um, 3 episodes on a column and add the other episodes on another column within the row. I'm trying to be specific to make sure it understands what I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm. So it added an episodes section and then introduced the concept of an episodes grid with columns. It's interesting. It's using the article tag for the individual episodes. It put an image for each of the episodes.
We don't want images. Okay. We just want to show episode names.
Hold on one sec. I think we can show introduce a season thing there.
Yeah.
I think we can show everything except the image. I think showing up showing a little bit of the description of the episode is totally fine.
Okay. And can you scroll a little bit, Chad? Or let me
Mm-hmm.
just see. Because I'm now thinking we can actually bring the creator image above the episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And then,
it could even be over here.
yep, on that very position. All right, so let's do that. Um, oh, what was I typing?
I don't know.
We don't want to show episode images. We don't want to show episode images. Then bring the creator information above the episodes. Put it by the right of the tags and CTA. Now, what I expected to do here
Mm-hmm.
is it's going to put the tags and the CTAs on the same, within the same, I guess, section, and then create like a 2-column grid and put the creator information by the right and put it by the left. But let's watch. That's what I think it would do. Let's see what it actually, how it implements it. I think it did that.
Mm-hmm. I think so as well.
Yep.
It's still working though to move the
Hmm.
creator image.
It added a background
Yeah, it
to it again.
really wants to add a background there.
So interestingly, I think the episodes look better with the images.
They do look better with the images, yeah. But they're not going to have images. Is it better to repeat the art from the show over and over again?
I, well, I mean, some image.
So like
It just
that
feels
for our show that would be this
mhm,
over and repeated.
over again.
Yeah.
That may feel a little bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay, let's leave it like this for now. But I definitely want to remove the background from description.
Mm-hmm.
From the creator information.
So if we yeah, that looks good.
Hmm. I'm not sold on our background color yet, though. But
Yeah.
let's see. Let's see if we have some time at the end to just explore on the background color on its
So
own.
was it was when I was working with Bethan on the show several weeks ago. We actually said like let's explore different back colors or different logos, and it actually
Hmm.
generated like a selector that allowed us to select and view a bunch of different background colors
That sounds
or
like
different
fun.
logos at the time.
Okay.
So I
So,
have an idea for the episodes
hmm,
because I think that showing so here's my idea. Show small tags on each episode of tags that are unique to the episode and not for the show overall. And the reason being is like individual episodes might have specific tags that and I think that could potentially add some visual interest.
yeah, yeah, yeah. From a discovery standpoint, it also makes discovery really easy.
Right. I can't tell
Okay.
what color. Oh, color tag background. So it's probably going to have the same colors as the main tags, which was sort of what I was hoping for.
Yeah. Okay.
It should
Hmm.
probably be below the description.
Yeah.
Also, what do you think about the tags? Like, they should be rounded just like the other ones, right?
Yep. They should be. Yeah.
Okay. Let's move the tags below the episode description and give them the same rounding as the main show tags.
And
So
after this,
Alvaro,
I
sorry, we
really.
got distracted, but I did want to point out that Alvaro said that Kiro is a
Oh.
new AI IDE developed by AWS. So maybe we'll check that out on a future episode.
Hmm. Awesome. Okay. It's rounded, but I think it should be spaced out a little more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the cards themselves could be more rounded than they are at the moment. Let me see. Add some space in between the tags on the episode cards and make the cards themselves more rounded.
So once again, it is picking up. You know, it's switched large. It's not introducing its own variables, which is nice. It gives me just a little bit of confidence that like it's not going off and doing introducing a bunch of cruft.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the episode tags need a little bit of space above them too. What do you think?
Yeah. Yep, I do. I just got an idea that we could try
Mm-hmm.
for the theme generally. Once we add all the features, or probably once we add the header, and we feel like we're at a good place with that structurally, we could use the prompts you spoke about that you and Bethan had used, and just see how it tries different themes. So not just the background color now, but other complementary colors
Mm-hmm.
also.
Sure, let's do it.
Yep. Okay, I think this is
I just
okay
made a
now.
git commit, so we've got this saved here.
Okay. All right, but let's add the header first. Then we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So for the header, we've been working on this app since last week, and we've not spoken about a name.
We just call it the directory for right now.
All right. Okay. So let's add a header. Let's keep um, the name of the product as the directory. Let's add, I want to add navigation
Mm-hmm.
in between like the header. Okay. So two things. Do we need, so far, we don't need users to sign up.
We will eventually, though. Yeah.
Okay. So we can have the name and then have like a navigation in
Mm-hmm.
between and then have the CTA to sign in at the other edge.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Let's add a navigation in between and a, a login button on the right. I want to add a search icon somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's add a search icon by the left of the button.
The left of what
Um,
button?
the login button.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, the login button. Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
visualize that. Let's see what it looks like. And I didn't specify the navigation that we would have, so it probably would just bring out a bunch of things.
Right. Let's see what it adds. It's doing an SVG logo. So it's doing shows, creators, and browse as the.
Okay, shows creators and browse. Okay, I think I understand what browse would do. I understand what creators would do, and but I don't really know what shows would do.
The navigation hides on mobile.
Nice. Let's see what that looks like.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Oh, the navigation hides on mobile. Well, we don't really want that, but
Okay. Nice. Should we? I mean, we could go ahead and do a creators page or shows page, but
yeah, let's commit. Uh, I almost so there is a point at which you get where we've laid enough groundwork, and actually this we can see what you. Oh, sorry, I distracted myself before typing. Let me type. Where you get enough of the groundwork laid, and then
mm-hmm.
you can say, okay, prototype out the rest of the site, basically. And then it'll introduce a creator page,
mm,
and that can be fun. It can get away from you, but
mm,
the other reality is that some of this, the domain model that we're dealing with isn't super special, and
mm,
I think that's one of the reasons why it might be possible, because
mm.
it's going to understand what the domain model is and what the nature of the site is.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
let's do creator page. How about?
Okay. All right. So for that's my mouse. Okay. For the creators page, let's make a creators page. I believe we want to have a grid of yeah, a
Mm-hmm.
grid of a grid with creator details or with creator information. We should be able to should we be able to filter creators by tags?
By tags. I think that yeah, I think so. At the very least, they would be tagged with the tags of their shows, but it's possible that there
Mm-hmm.
might be creator specific tags too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, creator information. Let's add tags for quick filtering. Yeah, I think that's about it.
I think we can say, if you're okay with it, say each creator should have a page,
Yeah.
should have a page, and that page should feature banner, image, and the individual creators, image, and the shows of the creator.
Yep.
Now, we don't have a creators controller now. Yeah, so it's generating the creators controller with an index and a show. That's great. I'm not going to say always allow because I do want to limit what Rails code it generates.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. So it's doing just a get, index, and show. Oh, I see. It's okay. Creators, index, and show. Great. Yeah. So it's just generating placeholder, 6 placeholder creators.
Mm.
And it's the shows that a creator is using. It's using, see how it says creator shows grid and it's
Mm.
creator shows. So it's creating a grid that's different than the one on the home page, which may be okay. But the
See
show
it?
card, I think, is the same one as on the home page. Okay, replace that dead link with the link to the new creators.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I see what it's trying to do there. Would be
Yeah.
cool, but the images.
Um, is there anything that we want to change about this?
um, it just looks it looks a little weird because the tags are not like filling up the entire width. Um, so I'm thinking about what are the chances that we have them like this, like very few tags. I think we have a number of creators, and the tags should. Oh, these are creator specific tags.
Yeah, these are creator specific tags.
No, that's why. Mm, maybe I'll remove the creators listed at the top of the page. I will just make the creator item on the navigation active.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, in order to do that, we need actual functionality. Um, but actually, no. You know what? We can do it. I bet it. Remove the creators. Uh, what are we called? Header? No.
Yeah.
I just quickly git commit before it made any other changes. Yeah, okay, so it's doing it. It's adding link active if the controller name is shows. Otherwise, if it's creators, then it's making it active, which is not ultimately how we would implement it, but it's good enough for getting the functionality that we want.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to
Yeah.
need extra space up there, but
Yep. 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 Yeah. But this is looking okay. Just one more thing though. I mean,
mm-hmm.
if it's not gonna fill it out, I mean, we could bring one down and just and make it like equal. Yeah, but that's me nitpicking right now, basically. But I mean, like it feels like it's in a good place for us to try the the different themes with that prompt.
Yeah.
I'm pretty keen on trying it. Okay, so
Let's
what's
commit first.
yeah.
Um, okay.
Okay, what's the prompt chat?
We want to explore different background
Themes.
colors and themes.
Hmm.
Let's add a temporary selector. Uh, Actually, that's pretty much all
Let's see
we
what happens.
did when we asked for different like logos. Let me create a system that makes it easy to switch between different color schemes. Let me create several theme variations for you to explore. I'll add them as commented sections in the variables file so you can easily swap them. So at this point, I would wonder, Moses, as a designer and as like a workflow perspective, would you actually I could see that there would be a point at which you'd say, you know what, I just need to explore different color themes and sort of
Hmm.
do that off on the side.
Yep. Yeah. So basically, and it was what was running through my mind before I made mention that I would like to try other backgrounds because um, outside of implementation here, and this is something that Figma is still pretty like great for. I could sort of like duplicate multiple screens side by side and trying out like different background colors, different accent colors, and seeing how they all like feel together. And with the background and with the colors, I would feel um, I guess I feel like it would be easier for me to sort of like bring them in and just give Cloud Code uh, a more direct instruction on the colors to use, having experimented, checked for accessibility, and the likes.
Right. So this one's called Deep Blue Night.
Uh, and also, we should probably remove the shows and the add new shows button from the homepage.
Yeah. Okay, that's Deep Blue Night.
Hmm.
Then we have Midnight Purple.
Okay, let's try this. Mm, it's getting there. Forest green. I don't think that would.
Should we not even look at forest green? I don't want to look at
Yeah,
that.
I don't want to look at that. Warm
Warm
mocha.
mocha? No.
Nah, nah.
What's the next one? Cool slate.
It feels too muted.
Say that again. What'd you say?
I say it feels very muted.
Mm-hmm. I think Midnight Purple was, of these, the most promising.
Yep, yep. Yeah,
Although it's purple.
it's purple. Maybe maybe we can make the purple. I don't know, like make the background like a deeper shade of. I don't
Whoops.
know. Um, I don't know what I would describe this color as, but like a gradient of like purple and black.
Yeah. For the background, you mean?
Yep. Or the cards to themselves. Let's
Can
just
we?
allow it like.
Oh, what do you? Okay.
Oh no, the cards are okay. I think the cards are actually the cards are like a transparent glass, so they're sort of like reflecting the color behind them.
Hmm. We like Midnight Purple. Let's introduce a gradient background of purple and black.
Yeah, that should not make it too black and not too purple though. So
Your idea of the cards actually being translucent is interesting.
hmm.
Like that, I suppose, is actually possible to actually make it.
Hmm.
Now let me add a beautiful gradient background.
Let's be the judge of that, Claude.
Yeah.
Yeah, feels better.
Would you say it's beautiful?
Feels better. I wouldn't use the word beautiful.
Let's go over to the shows page.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think um for the creator cards, let's try making the individual cards tinted like they are, but translucent, displaying the background behind them
Yeah. Let's make the corners rounded too.
and the corners rounded. I actually think that these corners, they are rounded. See how on this show the corners are rounded, but
Yeah.
this content doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. It's like the background is on the wrong element.
Yeah. Yeah. I would even like to, I don't know, like on hover, the cards expand. So they give some feedback that makes me feel like the cards are clickable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's making me think if it's the buttons are even necessary there.
Right.
Like we don't have them here.
So here it didn't change the show one because I said creator cards, but yeah,
Hmm.
actually this is pretty good where it's
Yeah.
ground behind it. It's highlighting when you mouse over it, when you hover over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think this is our like yeah, this is a great card design.
Let's bring over this creator card design styling to the shows. Glassmorphic styling.
That's the name. That's the name. Yeah. The cards feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Let's remove the view show buttons, please. And I want to try
Mm-hmm.
I want to try something on the hero image. Yeah, we need to remove that.
Yeah.
I want to try something on the hero image. If it works, it would make this like um, way better. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to sort of like make the hero image. Let me see. Make the featured image. Okay, a mix of one large image card with smaller um, featured cards by the right. Uh, so it becomes a horizontal slider.
Is that showing multiple shows, like different shows?
Yeah,
Okay.
and you can swipe. And okay, um, any show in focus becomes the larger um,
Mm.
the larger card. Ignore or no, remove the 100% width. On the section. Ooh, okay, let's see what that looks like. Yeah.
I think it's going to be difficult for it to
Make it a
really
slider.
do this swapping.
Hmm.
It's introducing the concept of a sidebar. I'm not sure that it was totally understanding what you were saying.
Not at all. I don't
So
want a
so what it
sidebar.
did was
No,
this.
no, no. No. It actually got the larger card the way I want it to be. I just want the smaller cards. So it just needs to be one large card and one smaller card, and with a Q to allow me like scroll to the right. And
Yeah.
then the smaller card becomes the larger card. How do?
I think that's going to be difficult to do without JavaScript, right?
Yep,
Um,
yep, yep, yep.
so let's we should start to wrap up. Let's
Okay.
maybe get rid of the sidebar. We like
Hmm.
this treatment of the focused of the featured show, but get rid of the
Yeah,
sidebar for now.
yeah. So we could just have like the large image and just one more show. Um, we don't have to have the slider for now since we're not introducing JavaScript yet. Yeah, but I think that moves it from being like um, a very general layout to giving it a bit, making it a bit dynamic.
Um, so are you envisioning that you would actually be able to see? Are you thinking like the show the other show is off the like it's just peeking out from the side?
Yep.
I see what you're saying. Okay. So actually what we can do, I think I can figure out a way to word this so that it does it. Let's have multiple featured shows in a horizontal scrolling area.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah. Mm. Almost there.
Almost. I think we can say make the featured show larger. So the next
Yeah.
that's this is ultimately what we want to end up with, right? So
Yep. Yep.
let's make the featured show image larger, filling the majority of the viewport.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, of the horizontal viewport, so that just the so that the next featured show is right near the edge,
Mm-hmm.
just visible. With just a peek of the next card.
I would have
So
loved more than a pick, but it's fine.
so what it's
I'll take a
doing is
pick for
it's
now.
doing the 100% view width minus 80 pixels.
Ah,
It could have done this max 90, but let's see how it looks.
nah, that's okay, but I would have loved the featured image to occupy like 70, 80%.
What do
But
you mean 70, 80%?
like 70% of the screen, right? And the card after it is um, so the card after it is not as wide as it is. The card after it is actually probably smaller, like the size of the cards just under it here, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
idea is the moment I swap this first AI in focus card and the bike shed comes up, the bike shed becomes like the larger one. So it's showing a bit of transition.
Yeah.
and it's showing clearly which is in focus.
Yep. I think that we'll need to do JavaScript for that.
I think so too.
So maybe, but I think this is a good placeholder of like, we want multiple featured images with this carousel kind of thing,
Mm.
and we could improve it as we
Yep.
continue to work.
Yeah. So one last thing, and so that I can
I'm so
like
hungry, Moses. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
one last thing. I want to sleep better tonight. Can we
Well,
remove the show title
yeah.
there? Yeah,
Remove the show's
the show title.
title.
Yeah, show button just beside the login. Should it be just beside the login?
It shouldn't be there at all, really.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So let's just remove it for now. Yeah. Yeah.
I think we need this creators page has the same problem where there's just not enough
Enough
space.
space. Mm-hmm. So maybe add padding around the main, or yeah.
Do you think the whole non-header area needs a little bit more padding?
Yep.
Okay. Around the entire content area,
Yeah.
not the header nav.
Because it's appearing everywhere, so it's definitely a global issue.
So it's adding padding top separately.
Mm. Okay.
It only added padding top.
Yeah, it figured it probably needed more of the padding top because the padding, the spacing in between is still fine.
Mm-hmm. Now it's too much padding. What do you think?
Yeah, but this is okay. Maybe it's because there's an element in between it. Let me see the shows again. I think it's fine.
Okay.
I think it's fine.
Cool. Well, so we'll be back next week at the same time. I don't know if Moses you'll be joining, but next week at the same time, and we will dive into the Rails implementation side of all of this and begin to actually build out all of the models and everything. Moses, thanks as always for joining me.
It's my pleasure, and this was so much fun.
And yes, I agree. Oh, look at that. It changed to a 3-column grid of the
Oh,
creators.
awesome. Nice.
Oh, is it because I
Oh, okay,
made
no.
it's
Yeah,
because I made
it's
the
the screen
window
size. Hmm.
nice. Okay, awesome. We'll be back next time. Thanks for watching. If you have any ideas or want to see anything, you feel free to comment on the videos on any of these platforms where we stream, and the video on demand is always available. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.